Long time ago, I had two grandfathers, one of which was a lapidariist. And that's a gentleman who cuts gemstones for jewelry. And I was endlessly fascinated with the gemstones that he would work with because I would see the results, usually on my grandmother's fingers and ears. I would watch him working in his lab, and I had to promise him to be very quiet because if he made any mistake, it was very expensive. So that's kind of how I got introduced to the gemstone aspect of my business. And so when I would come back upstairs out of the lab at 9 years old, I wasn't able to articulate this, but I felt really good, like I'd eaten too much sugar and I was really joyful. So I shared this with my grandmother. My grandmother said, "Oh honey, that's just the vibrations bouncing off the walls, ceilings, and floors. No wonder you feel high as a kite." I said, "Wow, that's pretty interesting. I wonder how that works in the body." And that's where the thought was left that many years ago. When I got back into all of that, it was all reintroduced, and I knew a lot more than the average bear because of my upbringing. That's what brought me in, but mostly the encouragement from my very unique husband, who's a creative brain as well. Without his encouragement, I would not be here today. My name is Angela Rafferty. I'm the owner and proud proprietor of Chakra Esthetics. We provide licensed professional facials and skincare in advanced modalities. I adore what I do. I know that in time, people will start to understand energy work and energy workers a lot better. A lot of people will come here for chakra balancing and they say, "I don't know what this is, but I feel like I need this in my life." A lot of times they're fascinated with the concepts that I work with more than anything else because I think it's a little limited in certain parts of the world and certain parts of our country for that matter. Usually when they come to this area, and specifically in the Coachella Valley, they're looking for something really unique and different, but they're looking for something personal too. They're looking for self-expression, self-healing, and self-care. So I hit the floor running as soon as I come into the spa, but before anything starts, I'm in meditation mode. You need to cover yourself in a white light of protection every day. It keeps me balanced. That way I don't pick up your energy and take it as mine through the day. I am not a psychic, but I do have certain gifts. One of the gifts I have is reading vibration of people when they first walk in. It has never proven me wrong, and I've always enjoyed the sensation because usually it's very positive. So typically when a client will come to see me for the very first time, their experience, we usually will sit down, we'll have a nice consultation together, and typically I'll use what we call an optic slim analysis machine, which will take a series of 3 different pictures of the client with flash photography. Then the software within the program actually analyzes all 3 photographs and turns them into 10 pictures. Those 10 pictures will have matching reports, and the subjects can be on fine lines and wrinkles, to sensitivities in your skin, to UV damage. It's a number of different topics that is very helpful for the client to understand about their skin, but also very important for me to understand because not always will I see conditions that are present that require more than just the naked eye. So that's very helpful. And when clients are able to see these pictures, they have a much more clear understanding of what they're going to be facing in their facial. So when we begin a facial, we'll always start out in a very traditional way, in a European style. I don't work just the face. I work the décolleté, the neck, and the face, all-inclusive European style. So as we're incorporating that into your particular facial, and we're gearing everything down to a customized format, when you're in the middle of your masking process, for example, that's a time where I'll be introducing sound healing. It's a quiet time of meditation for a client. So that's a beautiful time to incorporate usually chakras 1 through 4. And we talk about a little bit, and if there is an imbalance in any of those chakras, I'll stop and realign that area for them so that they walk out feeling lighter than they did when they first walked in. So, and of course, also with the facials, we also include gemstone placement around the body and most importantly within the hands, across the heart chakra, across the belly, in a lot of variety of different locations depending on what is happening energetically with you. So they're fascinated with how I use the stones, and oftentimes I'll place a piece of pink quartz over the heart chakra when I'm doing the sound healing, because it has the side effect of creating glowy, dewy skin, which is what a lot of people are looking for, is a healthier appearance. So it's a winning combination. They come in and receive a wonderful, wonderful gift of energy, and a wonderful, wonderful gift of beautiful glowing skin too. I just see that, there's such a change with people when they just let their guard down and they just be. There's no pressure, there's no judgments here. You can't tell me anything I'm going to be disappointed in you for, nothing like that. It's acceptance. By the time they're through about their third or fourth visit, we've developed a relationship that's like this. And trust is everything, and I'm so honored when a client will actually give me their trust. And that's something that's I don't take for granted, ever. So as you decide whether you would like to have the opportunity to experience an incredible sound healing, gemstone session, an unbelievable customized service, when you come into this facility, the person who is best suited for this facility tends to be the person who is seeking help emotionally as well as physically, and are truly looking for a unique situation that speaks to their spirit and their soul. That's the one person I would love to work with.